All right, here we go, facing off against the North Bay Lakers in their home barn, the home of the North Bay Battalion OHL Club. We got Morris with the puck in the corner. She's out there with Gatien and Judd up front. Moore on the point with Massimiliano. Puck comes around the corner. Moore pinches to keep that in, fires a shot in. Goalie sends that behind the net. Gatien with some pressure. Puck comes up the sidewall. Judd gets a stick on it. It's back for Mass. Chips it up for Judd. Judd chips that up into the mix. Too many players on the ice. No call out in North Bay. Back for Massimiliano now. She sends that out of the zone. North Bay gets it back into the zone. Pressure from Paris. And Perry gets the loose puck. Chips that up. And Paris gets it out. Up for Elon. Izzy brings it into the zone. Cuts to the net. Gets in. Gets a shot. Oh, almost took the corner. Ventura pinches to keep that in. Izzy gets that out behind the net. Front for Paris. First shot goes wide. Paris gets another shot. Goalie gets a piece of that one. Into the corner it goes for Perry. North Bay chips it out to the blue line, but Rowan Frood's there to keep it in. Perry chips that in front. Paris sends that back for Berkeley. Berkeley goes D to Rowan. Rowan chips that up for Isabella. North Bay gets it back in their zone. They chip it up. Perry's in the way. She sends that cross ice to Berkeley. Berkeley gets it up to Carrington. Carrington chips it in the zone. North Bay gets there first, fires it up the boards and out, but Bélanger gets that back for the Wolves, hands it off to Addie on the point. She chips it up into the neutral zone, out of reach of everybody, hands up for an icing. All right, the puck is dropped, shot from the point, blocked by a North Bay player. Bélanger ties up, puck comes out to Carrington. She chips that out of the zone. Cole's after. Carrington gets it deep into the zone, back onside. Dahlia with some pressure. Puck comes up the side, Gibbs keeps that in. Dahlia gets a loose puck over for Michaela, back for Addie. Now Carrington can't get the shot. North Bay picks it up. North Bay starts to break out with it. Up through the neutral zone, pressure from Morris. And JoJo gets it down low. JoJo to Addie. Off the boards for Kalen. Kalen chips it up center. JoJo's going to step up and get that. Chips that into the zone. Pressure from the Wolves. North Bay finds the puck though and skates out with it. Through the neutral zone, knocked away by Moore. Judd picks it up, brings it into the zone, takes it wide, fires a shot, gets that in front. Gatien tried to get a piece of it, but she gets taken out. Whistle goes. Off the draw, it goes behind the net. Morris with some pressure. Gatien supports, gets that down low. Around the other way, Judd's after it. Judd gets that back to Emma Moore. Morsey sends that back to Kalen. Kalen gets that in front. Gatien gets a piece of it. Goes in the corner where Ryan Morris sends it back to the point for Bella Mass. Bella Mass fires a shot. Gets on net. Rebounds loose. Picked up by North Bay. They go behind the net, take it up center. And they kind of throw it away, so Bella Mass will get that. Off the boards for Morsey. Morsey regroups behind the net. Fires it off the boards. Paris gets a piece of it and chips it out. Too many again. Now Judd knocks that away. Judd gets it back, parry after it. It comes back. Frood sends that deep into the zone. Pressure from Paris. Puck comes out for Izzy. Fires that towards the net. Goes into the corner. Off a deflection. Perry battles. She's triple teamed. Support from Izzy. Izzy comes out with it. Comes in the high slot. Gets a shot. Off a player in front and finds the bottom corner. Izzy with first goal of the game. With 10:13 to go in this first period. Sorry, I was on mute last play. They play music, so I have to mute it to avoid copyright issues. Anyways, JoJo gets that in front, cleared away by North Bay. Michaela Cole with some pressure. Now Dahlia gets a piece of it, and Carrington's there to keep it in. Carrington takes it down low, drops it back to the point. Gibbs' shot gets deflected over the net. JoJo pinches in, gets that into the zone, but North Bay chips it up, but Gibbs is there for it. Fires that on net. Goalie makes a save. Pressure continues from Belanger. It's back again for Addy. Fires that towards the net, deflected away. And JoJo's there to get it back in the neutral zone. Off the boards for Carrington. Across the red line she goes, and into the North Bay zone. Carrington fires that towards the net. Cleared out by North Bay. Won't be far enough for an icing. JoJo calls for it. Fires it up the boards for Michaela Cole. Cole back for JoJo, and she's going for a skate. She brings it into the zone. Forced into the corner. Puts it in front. Cleared away by North Bay. Now Gation with some pressure. Support from Morris. Bounces back for Judd. She gets some pressure and some support from Morris. Puck comes out. North Bay enters the zone. Back check from Morris. Knocks it away and cleared out by Massimiliano. 8 minutes to go in the first period. 1-0 for Lady Wolves. Bella Mass sends it across for Emma Moore. That's knocked away. They get into the slot. Pass in front. It ends up being a shot. All right, puck is dropped. Morsey sends that around for Gation. Gation's got some pressure. Bella Mass helping out. Emma Moore stands her ground behind the net. Fires the puck around. Judd gets there, chips it up. Kept in by North Bay. Now Morsey gets that out. Hands up for an icing. And it makes it all the way. Off the draw. Izzy takes it out of the zone. Into North Bay territory. Penalty coming up against North Bay for tripping. All right, puck is dropped, comes out front. Perry gets a hold of it, skates it across, gets a shot. Goalie got a piece of it. It goes behind the net. Frood pinches in, puts that in front. Comes back for Berkeley now. Gets past her. Rowan's after it. Knocks that away. Puck goes behind the net, picked up by Izzy. Oh, try to get that across for Paris. Ice and waved off because a North Bay player could have got that. North Bay, though, gets it up to the point. Izzy keeps it in. Down low for Bella Perry. She's from Michaela Paris. Now Perry comes out with it. Off the boards for Izzy. Back in front. Comes out for Paris. North Bay gets it back, though. Chips up the boards. Now they fire that down. Gibbs gets a piece of it. Slows it down, so Burke gets it back. Now Gibbs to Perry. Deep into the zone. A minute to go in the power play. Izzy with some pressure. As the rest of the girls finish up a change. Carrington's there to help out. Gets back to JoJo. JoJo back for Carrington. Carrington to the blue line. Sends across to... Oh, no. Reverses to JoJo. JoJo tries to get that down low for Belanger. Now Michaela Cole helping out. They get that in front. Knocked away by North Bay. Fired off the boards and hits Addie in the skates, and she gets that back in our zone. 25 seconds to go in the power play. Gibbs up the sidewall. Gets it back for JoJo. JoJo across for Michaela Cole. She takes that into the zone. Fires that in front. Puck goes into the corner. Michaela Cole gets there behind the net. We're back to 5-on-5. North Bay gets the puck. They try to chip it up into the neutral zone. Back for Gibbs now. Gibbs across for JoJo. Into the North Bay zone. Pressure from Dahlia. North Bay looking to get that puck up. They do, but can't connect on the pass and hands up for an icing. Off the draw, goes down low. Gation with some pressure. Gets back to Bella Mass. She keeps that in, fires that down low. Gation's after it. Gation ties up in the corner. Puck comes out. Emma Moore's there to keep it in. Shot bounces back for Bella Mass. It goes behind the net. Gation's after it. Around the other way, Morris is in the way. Now Gation gets a piece of it. Cycles that for Morris. She's all tied up, though. Puck's in the corner. Gation and Morris battling for it. Gets that back. Now it's cleared out by North Bay. Gation gets that across to Judd. Judd sends that back for Morsey. She gets it up for Gation. She fires that down low. Goes into the corner where Morris finds it. Now Judd sends that back for Morsey. Her shot just a little wide. And Gation with some pressure. Puck comes up center now. Pressure from Morris. Knocks the puck away. Sends it up to the neutral zone. Now Perry off the bench coming in hot. Forces the play. Gation gets it up for Bella. She's double team though, and North Bay's heads the other way. Bella keeps that pressure going. Still in the neutral zone. Now it enters Sudbury territory, and Emma Moore gets there first. Morsey fires it up the boards and gets it out of the zone on a second effort. In the neutral zone, North Bay picks the puck up, re-enters the zone at the 3 minute left in the first. Berkeley chips it up for Paris. Paris back for Berkeley. Behind the net. Reverses. Finds Paris. She chips that out of the zone. Perry picks up the loose puck. Takes it wide into the zone. couldn't control the puck though, and North Bay sends it out. Rowan Frood picks it up in the neutral zone. The red line, now the blue line, into the corner. Pass in front, just couldn't connect with Izzy. Frood keeping it going though. Now Izzy's turn for some pressure. Dahlia coming in to support. Dahlia ties up in the corner. Puck comes back to the point. Berkeley shot saved. Rebounds loose. Belanger shot, top corner. From the top of the crease, she finds the top corner of the net to put the Lady Wolves up 2-0 with 2:07 left in this first period. Off the draw, North Bay sends it into our zone. Berkeley fires it up the board. Cole chips it up, but it gets back on net. We hang on to that. Off the draw, everyone's all tied up. Gibbs comes in to get the puck. Fires out around the boards. Comes out of the zone. Carrington's chasing after it. North Bay player gets their first pressure from Carrington though, keeps her in the zone. Jojo keeps that in as well. But now North Bay finds it, enters the neutral zone. They get the red line and dump it in. Jojo's there first. In the corner. Puck goes behind the net. North Bay puts that out front. Michaela Cole gets that back. Now North Bay with some pressure. Put the puck out front. Can't get a shot off. Carrington sends it away, but North Bay picks it right back up. Now in the corner, Gibbs gets there first. Turns with it, gets some help from Morris. Back to Gibbs. Off the boards, and Carrington heads down the other way, one-on-one. Two Wolves coming up to support her. Into the corner, Morris goes with some pressure. We're down to the final 50 seconds of the first period. North Bay chips it up the sidewall. It gets all the way down. Won't make it for an icing though. Judd's going to pick that up. Takes it behind the net. Chips that up. Sent back for Jojo. Now Gibbs gets it behind the net. 30 seconds to go in the first. Puck comes out for North Bay. Can't get a shot. Morris is in the way. Off to the side now. Puck's deflected behind the net. Gibbs gets there with 15 seconds on the clock. Judd chips that away from the defender. Gation picks it up. With 10 seconds on the board, Judd enters the zone. Drops it for Perry. Just couldn't connect. Now 4 seconds. North Bay can't get in the zone. And Emma Moore clears that away. That's the end of the first. 2-0 Lady Wolves. All right, second period action, 15 minutes on the clock. Puck bounces around the neutral zone, then enters North Bay territory. Paris follows her in for some pressure. Support from Perry. She blows a wheel, loses a stick. That's a yard sale. Now Izzy on the other side gets a hold of the puck, puts that in front. North Bay sends that away. But Morsey's there to keep it in. Can't get the shot, but she keeps the battle going. Even on the ground, battles. And Izzy knocks that out of the air, gets a shot on net. Rebound from Paris, save. Perry gets another shot off a skate. It comes around the other way. Bella Mask pinches in, gets a piece of it, fires that down low. But North Bay comes out with it, enters the zone 2-on-1. Bella Mask blocking the pass, allows Emma Moore to pick up that loose puck. She enters the North Bay zone, gets in the slot. Her shot, though, deflected in front, out of bounds. Frood gets the puck back, fires up the boards. Michaela Cole's there. She's tied up, getting some help from Dahlia. North Bay pins the puck on the sidewall. Now they get it back to the point. Puck goes into the corner where Rowan Frood sends that around for a Berkeley pit. Couture working in the corner, getting help from Belanger. Now Berkeley fires that around the other way. Michaela Cole races there. Knocked out by Frood, and then Dahlia Belanger enters the zone. Pass in front for Carrington. Her shot finds the top corner. Frood to Belanger to Palize. 3-0 Lady Wolves. All right, back in the North Bay zone. North Bay gets the puck down low. Pressure from the Wolves. Berkeley pinches in. She gets a piece of it, but North Bay finds the rest. 2-on-2 the other way. Frood stops her at where the ring outline would be. Now Belanger chips that up. Ref gets in the way, and Rowan Frood picks up the puck. Frood sends that cross ice for Berkeley. Gets it back into the zone. Into the corner, pass out front. Can't connect. Morris intercepts and heads out with it. She's got Judd on the wing as they enter the zone. Morris goes into the corner. Set back for Gibbs. In front for Gation. Her shot deflected. Morris gets a piece of it. Now she's all tied up. They get it to the goalie and she hangs on to it. All right, off the draw. Keeps that in, knocking it out of the air. Sends that behind the net. Pressure from Judd. And Gibbs gets that at the blue line. North Bay, though, gets it back, sends it up to the neutral zone. JoJo gets there first. Off the boards, up for Gation. She chips that up. Oh, nice work from Izzy. Pressure, gets the puck. Her shot, glove save. So that was going top corner. Okay, off the draw, it goes into the North Bay zone. North Bay starts to break out with it. They fired up center, can't connect on the pass. That's going to be icing. Music's back. Off the draw, North Bay heads out with it. Purcell brings it in the zone for North Bay. Can't get the pass in front. Morsey's in the way. Now Bella Perry in the mix. Allows Morsey to chip it up, but it's kept in at the blue line. Shot can't make it to the net. Bella Mass chips it up. And Izzy and Bella Perry work at it and get it out of the zone. There we go. Izzy chips it up into North Bay zone. Perry after it. She gets it deeper into the zone. Now North Bay finds it, chips it up. In, cuts to the net. Her shot, deflected. Oh, rebound off the side of the net from Paris. Now North Bay heads out of the zone with it. They get the red line and dump it in. The old chip and change. Morsey gets there with time. Fires up the boards. Paris gets a piece of it, but it was behind the red line, so icing is called. All right, puck comes up to Belanger. She gets a shot. Nice low shot for a rebound. She gets her own rebound. Carrington's in front. North Bay sends it up, but Carrington keeps it in. Gets some help from Dahlia. Michaela Cole in the mix. All right, we'll puck back in the zone. Carrington's there to keep it in, sends that deep into the zone. Morris gets the puck down low, fires that around. Rowan Frood gets a hold of it. Gets some help from Judd, puts that deep into the zone. Gation gets a piece of it behind the net. Keeps the pressure going. Now Judd after it. Ties up and Frood keeps it in. Behind the net, Morris with some pressure. Puck comes around the other way. Berkeley Pitura pinches and keeps it in. It's in her feet. Gation helping out now. Back for Jojo. Jojo sends that around for Gation. Gation brings it in the zone. She's all tied up, taken out, sends it down low. Morris gets a piece of it. Around the other way. Now North Bay sends it into the zone after the red line. Gibbs is there. On the sidewall, Judd chips that out of the zone. Hits North Bay player on the bench. In the corner, Gibbs working at it. Oh, we're going to get a penalty. Hooking, I don't know. All right, North Bay on the power play. Izzy and Bella up front. Bella Mass on the point with Morsey. And Bella Perry gets the puck from the defender. Her shot off the blocker Izzy gets it back in the corner. She's going to tie up down there, kill off that penalty. Now she goes for a little skate. She's going to regroup, send that back to Bella Mass. Up for Bella Perry. At the red line, she gets tied up. Puck comes back for Bella Mass now. Whoa, she gets bumped in the corner. Gets the puck up though. Kept in by North Bay. They send it back to the blue line. Pressure from Lontang. Keeping them outside. Now Bella Mass with her pressure. Tying up in the corner. Puck gets back to the point. Izzy with some pressure. Keeping them outside. Alice shot gets through traffic. Deflected into the corner. Bella Mass is after it. She's tying up. Getting help from Izzy. North Bay comes out, but Bella Perry gets in the way and allows Izzy to send the puck all the way down. 44 seconds to go in the penalty. In the neutral zone, North Bay gets it in. Puck comes out. North Bay enters the zone. 5 seconds to go in their power play. Back check from Paris gets the puck back. North Bay's able to keep it in. They fire a shot. Murphy makes the save. And we're back to 5-on-5. Down low, Frood ties up and Gibbs gets it back. Chips it up the sidewall. She's centers that for Belanger. Belanger takes that into the zone. Gets past one, gets a shot, it's in. Addison Gibbs out of the box, feeds it to Dahlia Belanger. And we go up 4-0 with 5:40 to go in the second period. Michaela Cole gets the puck in the neutral zone, skates it in. Her shot hits a shin pad, goes in the corner. Carrington follows it in, gets support from Morris. Loose puck sent away by North Bay, but kept in by Gibbs. Her shot can't get through traffic, goes into the corner. North Bay chips it out of the zone now, and JoJo picks it back up for the Wolves. JoJo off the boards, finds Ryan Morris. She gets in. Could have had a tripping call there, but 4-0 North Bay. Carrington and JoJo tries to walk in. North Bay gets in the way though. And JoJo back checks to get that puck back. She keeps the battle going. Now it's back for Gibbs. Gibbs fires that hard around the boards. North Bay keeps it in. It's back for Gibbs. North Bay to send it back to Gibbs. Around the other way now, Carrington gets a piece of it. But North Bay is there to keep it in. JoJo chips it up. At the blue line, North Bay fires it down low. Gibbs after it in the corner. Now it comes out, hits the side of the net. Gibbs gets the rebound. Chips that out of the zone. Off a North Bay player, so icing won't happen. Puck comes up in the neutral zone. Emma Moore chips it up. Knocks it away. Gation's after it. Gation with some pressure. Gets support from Moore. And Morris. There we go. Judd stops her at the ring out line. Puck bounces in the corner. Morris ties her up. They fire the puck around the boards. Gation's after it. North Bay sends it back down low. Bella Mass to Emma Moore. Find Kaylin on the sidewall. She centers that, but North Bay's in the way. Back now for Gation. Morsey knocks that away. Knocked down by North Bay. Now Judd gets it out. Players in the way. Pressure from Gation and Judd. Puck gets back in the zone. Belamass gets it down behind the goal line. Ties up in the corner. She's double teamed. Can't help from Bella Perry. Bella Perry comes out with it. Going for a skate. Can't get through the North Bay player. Tries to go back. Now coming up through the neutral zone. Takes it in, takes it wide. Moves that over for Gation. Gation's shot knocked out of the air by a North Bay player. Back for Rowan Frood. Knocked away into the corner. She gets there first. Fires that around for Patura. Gation gets it on the sidewall. Centers that for Perry. They get bumped in the neutral zone. And Berkeley Patura gets that back. Over for Frood. Tries to find Izzy. Runs into a North Bay player. North Bay try to go D to D. Can't connect. Send it deep into their zone. Gation with some pressure. Can't help from Izzy. North Bay gets it up into the neutral zone, but Frood gets a stick on it. North Bay finds it though. They get a shot. Glove save. Rebound cleared away by Patura. And now Lontang heads into the North Bay zone with Gation. All right, Belanger after it. She ties up in the corner. Gets some help from Paris. Over for Belanger. 2-on-2 battle. Puck's still in the corner. Now it goes behind the net. Paris gets it. Circles back on her forehand. She's all tied up though, keeping it going behind the net. Gets it back to the point for Gibbs. Gibbs, nice low shot. Ends up in the corner. Jojo finds it. Jojo puts that in front, knocked away. Belanger gets a hold of it. Can't get a shot off now. Final minute to go in the second. North Bay sends it up into the neutral zone. Jojo gets it back. Enters the zone onside. Forced into the corner. Again, help from Belanger. Around the other way. Paris gets a piece of it and Gibbs keeps it in. Her shot goes behind the net. Pressure from Dahlia with 30 seconds to go in the second period. 4-0. Paris fires that up. Goalie hangs onto it. Off the draw, Belamass sends it deep into the zone. Carrington gets a bounce, puts it in front. Goalie gets a hold of it. Michaela Cole battles in the other corner. Michaela battles, getting some help from Carrington. 2-on-2 battle in the corner. North Bay trying to freeze it. Ref encouraging them to move it, but that's going to be the end of the second period. 4-0 Lady Wolves. All right, into the North Bay zone off the draw. Judd with some pressure. Puck comes up the side. Morris gets a hold of it. Working it down low. Support from Judd. Judd and Morris in a 2-on-2 battle. It's happened a couple times tonight. There we go. Judd comes out with it. Gets in the slot. Morsey sends it into the zone, but North Bay gets it back. North Bay brings it into the zone. Pass blocked by Belamass. Next pass intercepted by Judd. Turns with it. Chips it up into the North Bay zone. Nice and waved off. Pressure from Judd and Gation. Puck squeaks past. Oh, Judd gets a shot towards the net. North Bay blocks that in front. They chip it up. Rowan Frood pinches. Keeps that in. Now North Bay gets it back. Starts to skate it out. Come up through the neutral zone. Enter Sudbury territory. Pass in front. Taken away by Lontang. North Bay keeps that in the zone. Sends it deep. Berkeley gets there first. Fires it up for Izzy. Izzy chips it out of the zone. Won't make an icing. Now Izzy with some pressure, but North Bay sends it up center. Can't connect on the pass. Jojo gets it back, finds the red line, dumps it in. North Bay behind the net, chips it up, but Izzy gets a stick on it, keeps it down low. Bella Perry picks up the loose puck. Bella behind the net, skates around. Comes out into the neutral zone, hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs to Jojo. Jojo sends that in. Knocked out by North Bay, and it's back for Addy. Izzy battling down low. Puck comes across to Jojo. Gets the red line, over the blue line. Chip and chase. North Bay gets there first, but Jojo with some pressure battles and gets the puck back, takes it behind the net, tries to get that in front. North Bay's in the way. She still keeps it going, gets it in front. This time North Bay finds it though and sends it all the way down for an icing. Sorry, I was on mute there. All right, on the draw, we got Morris, Judd, and Gation. Frood and Patura on the point. North Bay enters the zone. Frood stops him at the hash marks. Support from Morris, chips that up for Frood. Frood gets that to Gation. Gation through the neutral zone. Takes it wide into North Bay territory. Tries to get that in front. She finds Judd. She's tied up. Puck goes in the corner. North Bay finds it. Can't get a handle on it. They chip it into the zone. And Rowan Frood's going to get there first. Frood fires that around for Kalen. Kalen chips that out of the zone. Pressure from the Wolves. Bella Perry comes out with it. Back to the point. Patura to Judd, up for Perry. Perry takes it into the zone. Tries to pass that in front, can't connect. Gibbs finds a loose puck though. Walks in, gets a shot. Goalie with glove save. All right, shot on net, off the draw. Goalie makes a save. Off the draw, Izzy sends it over for Addy. Addy plays it off the boards for Bella Perry. She chips it into the zone, but North Bay sends it back into Sudbury territory. Izzy with the puck, skates it around, gets it across to Addy. One-timer, deflected in front, chipped, goes behind the net. Paris battles for it, gets it over for Izzy. Perry's turn. She comes out with it, gets that in front, off a skate, goes back behind the net. Izzy's chasing after it. Gets some help from Michaela, and Addy's there to keep it in. Off a skate, Izzy chips it in front. North Bay, though, gets it back, chips it up center. 2-on-2, they enter the zone. Bella Mass keeping her outside. Getting some help from Emma Moore. North Bay sends it back to the point. They send it back down low. Now Emma Moore gets a hold of it, but North Bay's in the way. Pass in front, can't get a shot. Back to the point. They send that deep into the zone. Bella Mass battles. Murphy gets a stick on that to stop the pass. Back to the blue line for North Bay. Their shot blocked by Lontang. And now pressure from Belanger. And Bellamass gets it back. Chips it up. North Bay keeps it in. Shot, saved, rebound, another save. Murphy hangs on to that one. Off the draw, goes deep in our zone. Berkeley Pitt fires that around. Picked up by Michaela Cole. She gets it into the zone. Offside is called. Eight minutes to go in regulation. 4-0 for the Sudbury Lady Wolves. Michaela Cole chips it up. Gets it to Frood. It's knocked away by North Bay. Frood to Petura. Puck's in the neutral zone. North Bay with possession. They fire it in. Berkeley gets there first. Chips it up the side for Michaela Cole. She sends that cross ice. It hits a stick. North Bay sends it back in. Berkeley after in the corner. Up for Cole. Back for Burke. Around for Rowan Frood. Frood to Carrington. Carrington at the blue line gets it to the blue line, but it kept in. Now Frood gets it out into the neutral zone for Michaela Cole. Cole chips that into the zone off the North Bay player. Morris goes in for some pressure. Judd coming in to support. She keeps that in. Gets that in for Ryan. Bounces away from her. Pressure from Gation now. She gets that puck over from Morris. Morris gets a shot. Goalie makes a save. Gation keeping the pressure down low. Now Jojo keeping it in with a nice pinch. Around the other way it goes. And Gibbs is going to pinch this time. She gets a piece of it, but it comes out. Judd's there in the neutral zone. Gets it back into North Bay territory. tries to get through the 5-hole of the player, gets a shin pad. JoJo gets it into the zone. Behind the net, Judd with some pressure. Morris's turn on the other side. Now North Bay fires up center. JoJo's in the way. Now North Bay on the second effort gets it in. Can't control it though. Gibbs keeping him outside. Chips it up for Kalen. Kalen back for Addy. Puck's back now for Morris. Kept in at the blue line. Shot blocked by JoJo. Now Gibbs after it. She gets it to the sidewall. Judd fires that cross ice. And Gation picks it up. Gation chips it into the zone. The old chip and change. We'll get 5 new skaters out there for the Wolves. Izzy, Bella, and Michaela up front. Massimiliano on the point with Morsey. Bella Perry gets that, sends it up center for Paris. Just out of her reach. Icing will be called. Off the draw, we get it out of the zone. Pressure from Izzy. North Bay sends it up in the neutral zone. Back into Sudbury territory. Bella Mass gets there first. Chip up for Michaela Paris. She's tied up on the sidewall. She keeps that battle going. Support from Bella Perry. Perry comes out with it. 2-on-2 the other way. Shot. Gets a piece of the pad, goes in the corner. Izzy sends it back into the zone. North Bay fires it up, hits Izzy in the back, so she keeps it in. Out to the point, Morsey gets a shot, glove save. Back to Frood, slap shot fired, goalie deflects that high in the air off the blocker. Frood pinches to keep it in. Oh, she gets taken out, but keeps the battle going. Up from Belanger. Puck gets back to Carrington. She keeps that in. Now North Bay gets that out. Into the zone. Can't get a shot off though. Pressure from the Wolves, get it back by Belanger. She finds Michaela Cole. Cole sends that cross ice into the zone. At the neutral zone, bouncing around, and Berkeley chips it in. Carrington after it. Too many players again. Not going to get that call tonight. Puck is in the zone. Gation with some pressure. It's back for JoJo. There's that off the boards for Judd. She's at the red line. Chips it up center. Gation gets it in the zone. Cleared out by North Bay. JoJo knocks it back the other way. North Bay sends it in, nice and waved off. Behind the net. Gibbs working at it. JoJo in the neutral zone, chips it up. North Bay gets it back, sends it back to JoJo. She's tied up at the red line. Morris helping her out. Puck comes out for JoJo. She skates up center with it. Enters the zone, drops that for Kalen. Kalen gets past one, gets the shot, blocker save. Follows it in though, and Kalen keeps it deep into the zone. North Bay gets it back. They chip it up. You get back on side. Gation and Perry working at it. Gation comes out with it, fires a shot. Poor Lontang takes another puck on the back. Puck's loose in front. North Bay kicks it away. Addy steps in, gets a shot, just a little high. North Bay picks up the loose puck, gets the red line, chips it in, but Belamass picks that right back up. Oh, tries to get that across to Gibbs. North Bay gets in the way though. Puck goes behind the net. Now Izzy gets that to the blue line. Gibbs' turn now at the blue line. She's going to go for a little skate. Play it off the boards. Didn't get the bounce she wanted there. Icing called. Massimiliano and Moore on the point. Send the puck away, and Izzy comes out with it. Izzy gets the red line over the blue line, chips it in. Pressure behind the net. North Bay fires it up. Emma Moore keeps it in, gets it in front to Paris. Her shot is saved. North Bay gets the rebound. Pressure from Perry. Puck gets back to Belamass. She sends that into the zone. North Bay sends that back to Belamass. She's going to send that across to Emma Moore. Moorsey gets it up center to Paris. She chips that into the zone as we enter the final minute of regulation time. Perry with some pressure down low. Can't help from Paris. Trying to tie up down low, I guess. Right out the clock. Puck gets loose. North Bay comes out with it. 2-on-3 the other way. Izzy forcing it. And Emma Moore gets the loose puck. In the corner. Fires that around for Izzy. She chips it up, but North Bay keeps it in. They send that out front. Their shot goes wide. 20 seconds on the clock. Moorsey blocks the shot. Chips it up in the corner. Oh. No call there. Shot blocked from the point. North Bay gets the rebound. 7 seconds on the clock. But Izzy clears that out. And that's going to be the end of the game. Lady Wolves up 4-0 out in North Bay. Thanks for tuning in. Now I'll try to get home before midnight.